I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Raiders going up against the Saints. With that, we're off to the Bayou as it's time to debut our new broadcast team for 2016. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, certainly looking forward to working with you and the rest of the crew this year as we find ourselves here at the Mercedes. So we drop you into Week 1 of the 2016 season. First drive of the game, fresh beginnings here. Let's see what this offense can do. Breeze now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to the air on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Not too much time has elapsed yet here in this one. Let's get you into the action here early in this first quarter. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now the 6-year man from Alabama, it's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the ball carrier there, Mark Ingram, in his 6th season now with the Saints.
Yet to have a 1,000-yard season, but any guy who wins the Heisman Trophy, you know the potential's always there.
Yeah, but you're right. Yet to get to 1,000. Had 769 last year in 12 games. Brought in left side by Snead. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Second down now after the pass completion. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. He's got time. And he's got Snead. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They come out here in the eye. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks. A one. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Open man is Holmes. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. On 2nd down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
To draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And 4th down coming up. Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Janikowski bangs it through, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Carr now on 1st down. Pass incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I didn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that is incomplete. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a... Just inside of 2 minutes for this offense. Second quarter. They've got the football, but on their own side of the field. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Breeze. And Cooks has it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Again, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. It's complete. Fleener, right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense. Still 3 down.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert. A field goal attempt coming up as his defense will try to get in there and maybe block it and prevent the 3 points from going on the board. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points. Points possibly in the cards. We've got a red zone situation looming. 1st and goal. The football at the 7. They come up with 1 back. That's Ingram. Now Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Breeze to throw on second down. That's caught at the 2. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So now third and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. And this one is right through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now. Touchdown and an extra point would tie this game late. What can this defense do now that their opponents are in the red zone? Into the red zone. It's Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Again, it's Carr. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield to make the play?
Now Carr. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Carr now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Andre Holmes from 3 yards out. And time winding down here in this 4th quarter. This is a crucial spot. Let's see what the offense can do. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Paoli Kikaha with a tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A lot. Now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And Janikowski bangs it through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So this offense trailing by 3. They need to either get into field goal range to tie it or push it all the way into the end zone to win it. They have 2 timeouts on their side. Back to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now they're in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by first-rounder Carl Joseph. And the return stops just a little bit short. So out come the Raiders. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off.
And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They will take the knee, and it means a great start to their 2016 campaign, a win here in Week 1. Here's Marquette King now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day.